Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how I did that soft glam using my Gone Matte palette by Colourpop. So first I did my brows, and after I did prime my eyes with some concealer. So first of all, of course, going to take the palette, the Gone Matte palette. I just want to say this palette is fabulous. And so the first shade we're going to use is the shade Blankie. I'm just going to use like a big all over crease brush, a big blending brush to put all over my crease, just to use as our transition color. I want to say I don't know what they put in that palette, but the shades, the shadows are so buttery and just like they work so well. Like 2-3 swipes and it's already like blended and also really pigmented. I really like this palette so far. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna put the shade into our crease, and next we're gonna use the shade Powder Puff with like a more like of a smaller blending brush, more like a packing brush, and I'm just gonna put it all over my crease just to dip in the crease a little bit, make it more intense, make it more dark. So yeah, I'm gonna put it first with this brush, and then I'm gonna use a small blending brush, a smaller brush that we used before, just so it's more concentrated, and we're just gonna blend the shadow all over the crease and make it seamless and everything. You can always go back and forth between the two shades just to make sure it's well blended, but like I said, like the shades work so well, they're so buttery that it shouldn't be too hard to do. I just want to make sure that the shade Powder Puff is all the way, almost all the way up into my inner corner while I blend it into my crease. And of course, you just want to do the same thing to the other eye. So blend just all the way into my crease with the shade Powder Puff, and just going back and forth between this one and the big brush. So next I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. So I'm just gonna cut my crease almost always the same way I usually do it. I have like a small eyeshadow brush that I use. This is actually the brush that comes with the Naked palette. I don't know if you guys remember that palette. And I'm just gonna pack on the concealer all the way up to my crease. I know usually I go a little bit more down, but lately I just like the really high up cut crease. So next one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a lip brush, and I'm just gonna like wing it. You guys saw like the way the makeup look looks, so you just want to wing the cut crease without adding too much concealer so it doesn't bleed, but you just want to kind of like flick it with the lip brush. I found this one was more effective than like an angle brush, so that's why I use this brush. So next I'm gonna go back with the shade Powder Puff, and I'm just gonna use the same blending brush that I used before, and basically I'm just gonna blend in between the crease color and the lid color. Well, it's not really lid color yet. I just want to blend in between those two with the concealer, just so it looks really blended and really seamless. So next I'm going to go into the shade Butter Up. I really like that shade. It's so beautiful. I'm just going to use like a smudger brush or any packing brush is fine. And basically this is going to be our lid color. So we're going to put it all over where we put our concealer to cut the crease. So just want to put it on top, pack it on top. And yeah, and that's basically it. So just make sure like it's well packed on. Honestly, that shade is not too chalky. If you guys are wondering, it's really nice. Also, it really shows through the color also. So I really like that shade. And after that, basically to just to make sure, I just went ahead and blended the two shades together again on my crease, and after that took an angle brush with the shade Butter Up and just put it on my little flick there, just so it's not just concealer but it's like set with eyeshadow also, and it should look something like this. So now I'm just gonna do my face. I'm gonna let you enjoy how I did my base makeup. Okay, so I'm back, and first I'm gonna take the shade Powder Puff and an angle brush, and basically we're just gonna smoke out the lower lash line. I'm only using that shade. I just want to smoke it out a little bit. You guys know I don't put anything on my waterline because I'm really sensitive. So I'm just putting a little bit. I'm not gonna smoke it out with a blending brush or anything. So just make sure you put it as close as possible to your lower lash line, just to add some dimension into your eyes. And next, I'm just gonna go back to the brush I used before with the shade Butter Up. Actually, I just used whatever was on that brush, and I just went ahead and put it into my inner tear duct just to open my eyes a little bit. This is basically it. All I'm doing right now is putting a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. I'm using the Maybelline Sky High mascara, just a little bit of it. And here I'm just gonna go back and finish up my face. I'm just taking out my bake that I had before, and to take off my bake, I'm also going to use my Sephora Microsmooth powder. I love that powder. If you guys don't have it in your collection, I don't know what you're doing, honestly. And I'm just going to remove it, add a little bit more smoothness into my skin just to make sure I'm matte all over. Next, I'm going to use my Morphe AW blush palette, and I'm going to use the shade Unapologetic, I think it's called, and the shade MUA to put on my cheeks. I love those two shades together. I wanted something really subtle and everything because this is just soft glam and everything, so I really like those two shades. Next, I'm going to use my Colourpop lip pencil, and the first shade I'm going to use is the shade shade Control, sorry. And yeah, I'm going to use that shade. And next, I'm going to use my Colourpop lip pencil in the shade BFF3. I just want to put it mostly in the inner of my lips just to like shade it a little bit. I really love that shade, but on me, it's really like same shade as me, so you know. And next, on top of this, I'm gonna use my soft matte lip cream Abu Dhabi. I just can't put it down. I'm really sorry. I know I'll always use this, but I just love it. It's like the perfect nude for my skin tone. So yeah, that's why it's always in my makeup tutorials. And this is basically how it looks. It looks really cute. It's a nice soft glam makeup tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye guys.